Chapter 12. Statistics in Perspective. Introduction. There are appropriate uses for both descriptive and inferential statistics in educational research. Sometimes, however, either or both types of statistics can be used inappropriately. This chapter, therefore, discusses appropriate use of the descriptive and inferential statistics described in the previous two chapters. Also presented in this chapter are some recommendations for comparing data obtained from two or more groups or for relating variables within only one group, and the use and implications of frequency polygons, scatter plots, and cross-break tables. The importance of distinguishing between statistical and practical significance is also discussed. Approaches to research. A good deal of educational research is done in one of two ways: either two or more groups are compared, or variables within one group are related. The data in a study may be either quantitative or categorical. 2. Comparing groups, quantitative data. A. Techniques. When comparing two or more groups using quantitative data, researchers can compare them through frequency polygons, calculation of averages, and calculation of spreads. B. Interpretation. Once the descriptive statistics have been calculated, they must be interpreted. At this point, the task is to describe, in words, what the polygons and averages tell researchers about the question or hypothesis being investigated. 3. Relating variables within a group, quantitative data. A. Techniques. When researchers examine a relationship between quantitative variables within a single group, the appropriate techniques are the scatter plot and the correlation coefficient. B. Interpretation. Interpreting scatter plots and correlations presents problems similar to those discussed in relation to differences in means. When researchers examine a relationship between quantitative variables within a single group, the appropriate techniques are the scatter plot and the correlation coefficient. Because a scatter plot illustrates all the data visually, researchers should begin their analysis of data obtained from a single group by constructing a scatter plot. Therefore, it is recommended to construct scatter plots and use both scatter plots and correlation coefficients when relating variables involving quantitative data within a single group. 4. Comparing groups, categorical data. A. Techniques. When the data are categorical, groups can be compared by reporting either percentages or frequencies in cross-break tables. B. Interpretation. It is a good idea to report both the percentage and the number of cases in a cross-break table, as percentages alone can be misleading. Therefore, it is recommended to construct cross-break tables and calculate contingency coefficients when comparing categorical data involving two or more groups. V. Relating variables within a group, categorical data. When one is examining relationships among categorical data within one group, it is recommended to construct cross-break tables and calculate contingency coefficients. 6. A recap of recommendations. When tests of statistical significance can be applied, it is recommended that they be used to evaluate generalizability only, not to evaluate the magnitude of relationships. Confidence intervals should be reported in addition to significance levels. Both parametric and non-parametric techniques should be used to analyze data rather than either one alone.